Hey everyone, I'm Shekba and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be solving Leetcode daily challenge, which is minimum time difference. So it is a quite simple question which needs some mathematical calculations. So let's see what is this question and how we can solve it. So in this question we have been given a list of 24-hour clock time points in HHMM format, and we need to return the minimum minutes difference between any two time points in the list. Okay, so let's see. In this first example, we have been given with these time points 23:59 and 00. So the difference between these 2 points is 1, and there are no other 2 points, so we will return this 1. Okay, and in the second example, the difference between these 2 points is 1. The difference between these 2 points is 1, and the difference between these 2 points is 0. So minimum of all of them is 0. So finally our answer is 0. Okay. So let's say we have been given with some time points A, B, C, D, E, and we need to return the minimum minutes difference among all these points. So what we need to do is we need to take one point and then calculate its difference with all of these points, and then take another point, then calculate its difference with all of these points, then take another point, then calculate its difference with all of these points. So then it will require our n square complexity, because we are taking each point in one iteration, and then in the another iteration we are checking for difference for that point with all of other points. So it will require n of n square time. So as we need to find the minimum minutes difference, so can we sort this array? Because while sorting, the two adjacent only will be, let's say after sorting their order will be A, B, C, D, E only. So the difference between A and B is always less than A and C, right? So we can sort this array so that we don't need to iterate it for in n square complexity. Okay, first we came to know that we need to sort this array. Okay, so these are very small examples, so let's see with some other example. Okay, so let's say we have been given with these time points and we are sorting this. But okay, let's first convert them in minutes, as we need to find the minimum minutes difference. So we need to convert them in minutes, obviously. So 6 into 6, how we will convert them in minutes is 6 into 60 plus 40, right? But how we will get that, because as it is given that this is an string. So how we will get R is, this is HH and this is HM. So we will get HH as time points dot substring from 0 to 0, 1, 2, from in which 2 will be excluded, and will we get by time points dot substr 3 say till the end, from 3 to till the end. So in this way we will get our HH and and then how can we write it? 60 into string to integer HH plus string to integer In this way we will get our minutes, right? Okay, so this will be 360 plus 40, that is 400, and this will be 410, and this will be 8 into 60, 480, and this will be 10 into 60, that is 600, right? So as we have already sorted these minutes, so the minimum difference will be let me write it again. So the minutes are 400, 410, 480 and 600. Okay, so the minimum difference is 410. As you can see, is the difference is 10, 70 and 120, right? So our answer will become 10 for this case. Okay, but let's say something like 00 and 23:59 is given at these points. Okay, then its minutes will be 0 only, and its minutes will be 1439, right? As 24 into 60 is 1440, so it will be 1439, right? And what we have never calculated the difference between these 2 points. So let's say if you have been given with this array, then your answer will not 10, its answer is 1, as the difference between 2359 and 0 is 1. But we have never calculated its difference, okay? But if we calculate its difference directly by this 1439 minus 0, then it will give us 1439. So it is not a correct answer. Our correct answer is 1. So how we can calculate the difference between the end two times? So we will make it subtract from the 24-hour clock, that is 1440 minus 1439, and we will subtract the time which is given at this point, that is minutes of 0. Let's say instead of 0 here was 5 minutes. Okay, so instead of 0 it will be 5. Let me just make it clean. Okay, so instead of 0, it, let's say if it is 5, okay, so there will be 5 minutes. Okay, and we need to calculate the difference between these two, right? This and this. Then 1 minute this and 5 minutes this, so this will be 5 plus 1, 6 will be our answer. So we need to subtract this last time from the 24-hour clock and then add the minutes of 0th index, and then finally we will get 1 plus 5, that is 6. So among all of these times the 6 is minimum, so 6 will be our answer, right? Okay, now let's try code it so that you will get how we can code this approach. I've already told like how we will calculate the HHMM, so it shouldn't be very difficult for you. So first try to code it on your own, then get back to this video. Okay, let's first initialize our result with int max and then n time points dot size, and we will need to create a minutes vector of size n, and then we need to iterate in our time points to find the minutes. I says then n, I plus plus, and our string hh will be time points dot sub str 0, 2, right? And then our string mm will be time points of sub str from 3 till the end, right? And then how we will need to calculate the minutes, that is 60 into string to integer hh plus string to integer right? And then we will simply let me just change this name, as minutes is also a vector. Minutes of I will be replaced by min, right? And then by the end of after this loop, we will again iterate in our minutes loop till n minus 1, as we are calculating from I plus 1. Result will be result minimum of result comma minutes of I plus 1 minus minutes of I. That's why we have initialized this loop till n minus 1, because we are using I plus 1 here. And by the end of this loop, we will again need to calculate the result time difference, minutes difference between the first and the last time point. Okay, so how we will calculate it? That is 1440 minus minutes of n minus 1 plus minutes of 0, right? And by the end of this, we will finally return our result. Okay, so let's try run this. What I have done here is time points. Okay, time points of I is a string, time points is a vector. Okay, let's try run this again. Why it is giving me wrong answer? Oh, okay, so we have missed the very big point of sorting these array. So without sorting, it will not work, because our Logic is based on sorting only. How could I forget it? But no worries. Okay, let's try run this again. Yeah, now it's working fine. Now let's try submitting it. Yeah, it's working fine. So now let me tell you quickly tell you its time and space complexities as well. So as you can see that we are using this one loop for one iteration, this another loop for another iteration, but we are sorting it, right? So its time complexity will become big O of n log n, right? And as we have used this vector of minutes for storing the time in minutes, so its space complexity will also become big O of n, right? So that's all for this question. I hope you get it. If you still have any doubts, then you can post in the comment section. I will surely try to answer them. Bye guys, see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and stay curious.